Hello and welcome to Scientific Supplement Reviews. My name is Dr. Lukas Stadler and I'm a research scientist at the University of Cambridge. Nutritional supplements are everywhere these days, and they promise you better health, better looks, more energy, and a longer life. But how do you know which supplements actually work and which are a waste of money? Well, I'm here to review the scientific evidence behind supplements and to share my findings with you. Thank you for watching. In today's video, I will review oral collagen supplements. In particular, this video will delve more deeply into the scientific and clinical studies that have been carried out to test the effectiveness of these supplements. And we will see if the promises made by collagen companies hold up to scrutiny. If you're squeezed for time, there's also a shorter version of this video, which provides a brief summary of the main scientific findings, as well as my verdict on the effectiveness of oral collagen. The link to that video is in the description below. Now, let's get to it.
Let's start with some background and talk first about the role of collagen in the human body. Collagen is the most abundant protein in mammals, which includes humans, and is an essential structural component of many parts of the body. It contributes to the structural integrity of blood vessels, ligaments, bone, cartilage, and, importantly, the skin. As we age, the collagen in the skin breaks down, resulting in the elasticity of the skin to diminish and wrinkles and other blemishes to appear. This process is expedited in individuals with frequent exposure to sunlight and those who smoke, for example. So, as we have established, collagen is a crucial component of our skin. And since collagen deteriorates when we age or when we are exposed to harmful substances like pollution or UV radiation, the obvious question is this: can we improve the appearance and integrity of our skin by supplying collagen to our body externally? In other words, by taking it as an oral supplement. Well, there are certainly a lot of companies that would like us to think so, since the market for oral collagen supplements is absolutely booming. The product is sold in various forms and varieties. It can be taken in either capsule form, powder form, or as a drink, and it is derived from different sources, including from animal bones, the skin of fish, so-called marine collagen, or manufactured in vegan form. But what, if any, is the scientific evidence to show that taking this supplement may improve the appearance of our skin? Many of the collagen supplements out there do make the claim that their effectiveness is supported by scientific and clinical evidence. Looking at this particular product as an example, it does become clear, however, that the term scientific evidence can be used rather loosely, to put it mildly. On this product's website, the manufacturer makes some impressive claims indeed. They state that this product increases collagen production, reduces wrinkles, and also helps with skin elasticity and hydration. Even more impressively, they refer to a clinical study, where collagen production was apparently doubled in only 2 days' time. They supply references to 2 studies to support these claims. The first study is a so-called in vitro study, meaning that the supplement was tried out on skin cells growing in a lab. For clarity, I'd like to point out that the term Vicolal mentioned here is the name given to the artificially produced collagen found in this supplement. So, this in vitro study then involves growing human skin cells in a petri dish and adding the supplement to the cell's growth medium. A couple of days later, they measure the amount of collagen protein present in these cells and report that there is 135% more collagen in cells that received the supplement compared to cells that did not receive it. Now, while this sounds like a phenomenal result on the face of it, there are several aspects of this study that make these results less than trustworthy. Firstly, something that works in the lab on isolated cells is a very long way away from proving that it works in the human body. What is noteworthy at this point is the fact that, on the product's website, this result is presented falsely as increasing collagen production in the body by 135%, when in fact this observation was made in isolated skin cells in the lab. This constitutes a false statement and consequently, in all likelihood, should be sanctionable under false advertising laws. Aside from this, another matter that requires us to look at this study with a large pinch of salt is the fact that no statistical analysis of the results are provided, and crucially, that these findings are not published in a peer-reviewed scientific journal. In other words, these results are merely displayed on a website and have not been independently verified by other scientists, a process we know as peer review. The second study referenced on this product's website is a purported clinical trial, where the collagen supplement was tested on a handful of human subjects. The headline conclusion from this trial is that the collagen product reduces wrinkles by 13% and increases collagen density by 4.7% in just weeks. Now, straight out of the blocks, we can see that an increase in so-called collagen density by 4.7% in humans is somewhat less impressive than the 135% increase in collagen production reported in lab-grown cells. Furthermore, a more detailed look into the study shows that neither of these two results are actually statistically significant, meaning that the improvements observed are unlikely to hold up in any repeat studies, were they to be conducted. Next, the study used a total of only 18 participants, 10 who received the supplement and 8 who received the placebo, which is nowhere near enough participants to extract any statistically reliable results from this study at all. And finally, and maybe most importantly, this clinical trial was conducted entirely by individuals who are associated with the company that produces this supplement, and the trial is not published in a peer-reviewed journal, so no external scrutiny. So in conclusion, I think this example illustrates nicely the point that a product's claim of clinically proven effectiveness does not necessarily mean that such claims hold up to scrutiny, and for this particular product, they definitely do not. In fact, I am surprised that they can get away with the claims they are making. In addition, this example serves to illustrate the need for properly conducted, peer-reviewed research in order to reliably ascertain whether a supplement actually works. And it is this sort of scientific research of collagen supplements that I would like to review now. One of the earliest attempts to study the potential effects of collagen supplementation in a controlled clinical context was published more than 10 years ago and involved a small number of participants taking collagen derived from cartilage of chicken. Important to note is the fact that this study was carried out by individuals who work for the supplement's manufacturer. This does not invalidate the results, of course, but does constitute a significant conflict of interest that needs to be taken into account when drawing conclusions. In this small open-label study, the investigators recruited 26 women between the ages of 35 and 59 and put them on daily collagen supplementation for a period of 12 weeks. Comparing the women's skin at the end of the study to their baseline at the beginning of the study, the authors report a 13% reduction in the appearance of lines and wrinkles. These are encouraging results, but there are two caveats. Firstly, it is important to note that this is not a placebo-controlled study, meaning that the possibility that the observed effect is caused by other aspects of the trial, for example the increased fluid consumption that comes with taking a supplement, cannot be ruled out. Secondly, it is odd to see that after the first 6 weeks of the 12-week trial, the appearance of wrinkles is significantly increased, before there is a modest decrease observed after the 12-week trial period. Next, I would like to briefly look at a more recent study, which uses a placebo-controlled study design to test collagen supplementation in human subjects. Here, the researchers test a drinkable commercial collagen product on a total of 72 women. It is important to note that, as well as collagen, the product contains numerous additional nutrients and vitamins. The authors of the study report that over a 12-week test period, the collagen supplement results in a somewhat improved skin condition compared to placebo. These improvements are seen across 4 different categories of skin health. For example, skin elasticity goes up by a few percentage points compared to placebo, and skin roughness is reduced. These results are encouraging, no doubt. But it is important to note that the placebo used in this trial did not contain any of the additional ingredients that are contained in the collagen supplement. Now, this means that this study is not properly controlled, and this looks to me like a sneaky sleight of hand. It is certainly not a clinical study design that would pass muster in most respectable research institutions. With regards to interpreting the results of this study, what it means is that the reported effects of the supplement cannot be attributed to collagen alone. In fact, we do not know whether the benefits reported in this study are due to collagen, any of the other ingredients, or a combination thereof. There are way too many studies on this topic for me to review them all individually here, but luckily there's a useful way of pulling together the results from multiple studies in one research paper, a method known as meta-analysis. This allows researchers to express the average effect of the intervention that is being tested in multiple publications as one easily interpretable number. In that vein, the authors of the meta-analysis shown here looked at a number of published research studies on collagen supplementation and calculated the average benefit on skin health which was observed across all of those studies. One measure of skin health that is being analysed in this meta-study is skin elasticity. Pulling together the results on skin elasticity from 14 different individual studies, the authors show that, as an average across all of those studies, there's a positive effect of collagen supplementation on skin elasticity. A value here that is above 0 suggests that the collagen treatment had an effect compared to the placebo. What you will notice, however, is that amongst the individual studies that were included in this analysis, there are several which have negative effect numbers, meaning that in those cases, collagen was no better than placebo, or in fact, the placebo showed more of an effect on skin elasticity. Nonetheless, the average effect across all of these studies is slightly in favor of collagen treatment. So, in conclusion, most patient studies on collagen supplements report some positive effect on skin health, as measured by various scientific tools. However, there are some significant caveats to consider. Firstly, most published studies are conducted by the companies that manufacture and sell the collagen product that is being tested, which means there is a clear commercial interest to obtain a positive result. Secondly, the effects that are being reported in rigorous studies are very subtle, compared to the often misleading claims that are being made in the online advertisements for these products. And, as I showed earlier in this video, some companies even make entirely false statements about their product. Thirdly, many products tested in these studies contain multiple active ingredients, not just collagen. Thus, any observed effect cannot be definitively attributed to collagen. Now, having reviewed the scientific evidence, the question is this: is collagen supplementation worth it? Well, the answer to this question will depend on what your expectations are. If, firstly, you are satisfied with the possibility of some subtle improvements to your skin, the detection of which, in many of the clinical trials presented here, requires the use of sophisticated scientific machinery, and if, secondly, you are willing to pay good money for those potential improvements, because, let's face it, these products are not cheap. If both those things apply, then collagen supplements may be right for you. Having seen the evidence, I personally find them significantly overhyped and overpriced. As a final thought, I will mention a couple of simple, scientifically proven measures you can adopt to protect your skin from the accelerated signs of aging. The first, and arguably most important step, is to protect your skin from sunlight. Now, this is of course a prevention rather than a cure for skin aging, but nonetheless, it is better to start doing these things late rather than never. A further contributor to skin health is hydration and diet. Drinking enough water and consuming a nutrient-rich diet is associated with better skin health. And finally, smoking has been shown to negatively affect skin health. So, there you have it. I hope you have enjoyed this scientific supplement review of collagen supplements, and I hope it will help you make an informed choice when deciding as to whether you want to purchase and use collagen supplements in the future. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments about any other supplements you would like me to review.